Hey everyone, this is Louis and welcome to the Ultimate Brand Bible, your ultimate space for free advice, tips, tricks, hacks, how-to guides, templates, and resources on branding to help you get your brand to the next level. And you can start the process for your brand today by hitting the subscribe button and the little bell notification to make sure you don't miss any of the great stuff we put out on a regular basis. So without further ado, let's get branding. So in today's video, you'll be learning about brand positioning and how to write a brand positioning statement. We'll go through what a brand positioning statement is, show you two different models and some examples of each. I'll show you some rules of writing a brand positioning statement, and then ultimately I'll show you exactly how you can write a brand positioning statement for your brand. So what is a brand positioning statement? So a brand positioning statement is a unique 1 to 2 sentence statement that in the simplest yet most comprehensive way describes the service or product that a brand delivers to a target audience in a way that is unique in the marketplace and thereby differentiating themselves from their competitors. So it's essentially a way of positioning yourself in the market. Now the statement describes that position by showing how you will deliver your products and services in a unique way to a specific target audience, or what unique value you would bring to that specific target audience. So there's two different models that we'll be covering in this video at least. The one is a corporate model, which is for companies, corporations, and the other one is a personal brand positioning statement, which is for personal brands. Now the difference here is that the corporate brand positioning statements are usually for internal use, mainly for employees, and not necessarily to be shared externally, whereas a personal brand positioning statement is something that you can share with your audience. So let's look at some examples. Firstly, an example of a personal brand positioning statement. This one is from Mindy Gibbons Klein. Helps thought leaders write great books in just 90 days. 500 satisfied clients so far. Now let's look at a corporate brand positioning statement. This is from Nikon. For creative professionals with an eye for capturing and sharing beauty, Nikon is the digital point and shoot that delivers a window to their world so they can experience deeper connections through a shared perspective because of Nikon's 100-year history of developing new technologies that allow you to capture and share your experiences in their purest form. It's as if you were there. So let's look at the 5 rules for writing a brand positioning statement. Rule number 1, it has to be true. Now, if you're going to say something like you're the best or the cheapest or the most experienced, you have to be just that. If it's not true, then eventually you'll be exposed and it could hurt your brand. This is actually one of my golden rules of marketing, and I think it's going to play a much bigger role in the future, and that is that truth is a good marketing strategy. Now, the second rule, it has to be simple. So it has to be simple enough for anyone who reads it to understand, exactly what you're providing to whom and also what unique value you bring. So the third one, it has to speak to your target audience. Now, even if your target audience is not necessarily going to read it or ever see this, it has to speak to them directly. You have to define your audience well, so you know exactly, how your unique value could impact them. And the fourth one, it has to fill a unique space. Now, this is all quite tricky most of the time. And if you actually find that your business does not offer some kind of a unique perspective compared to your competitors, then that would be a problem for your business. You always have to find that, because the market is very competitive, very saturated, you have to kind of fill a unique space. And that needs to be defined in your brand positioning statement. I mean, that's the whole point of it. But then the last one, not least, align all of your marketing efforts Now, all of your marketing efforts needs to be in line with this position that you fill in the market. I mean, if you're going to, if you're a nutritionist and you're, promoting a plant-based lifestyle, plant-based diet, then the last thing you will do is, team up with, somebody who's sponsored by McDonald's, for example. I mean, it's not a great example, but you kind of get the point. Now, let's look at how you can write a brand positioning statement for your brand. And we'll look at the two different models. Let's start with the personal brand positioning model. Now, what will describe the service you provide or the product you sell? Who describes your target audience? And how describes the unique approach or offering that sets you apart from your competition? So this is what it will look like. I provide what to who by how. I provide what to who by how. You can also swap these around. I provide who with what by how. Now, it may sound a bit weird, but let's look at how it works in our example that we had earlier. Helps thought leaders, that's the who, write great books, that is the what, in just 90 days. And that is the unique offering, the how. And then the 500 clients so far is just added here. It gives some social proof, but the statement is essentially that first sentence. Now let's look at the other example we had of the corporate brand positioning model, which was the one from Nikon. Who describes your target audience? What describes your market category or the space you take up in the market? What describes the unique value you add to your audience? And then the second what is the benefit, describes what benefit they get from you. And then the why is why they should believe in you. Now let's look at how this one looks. For who, you are the what that provides what, so they can what because why. For who, you are the what, that's the space in the market, that provides what, the unique offering you have, so they can what is the unique benefit they get from you, because why, and the why is why they should believe in you. Now, at any point, if you want to, after this video, if you want to actually maybe copy paste this, or take this template, you can go to ultimatebrandbible.com and just go in the search bar and search for brand positioning, and you'll find the blog post that I have on it, and you'll find all of these things there. So you can just grab it from there, and or you can just come back to this video and pause it, write it down. Totally up to you. Let's see how this works. For creative professionals, so that's your target audience, that's the who, with an eye for capturing and sharing beauty. It's still part of the who. Nikon is the digital point and shoot. So that is the what. That describes your place in the market. You are the digital point and shoot. That delivers a window to their world. So that's the unique value that you bring to them, so they can experience a deeper connection through a shared perspective. That's the benefit they get. They can experience a deeper connection through a shared perspective. And then now you get into why they should believe in you. Because of Nikon's 100-year history of developing new technologies that allow you to capture and share your experiences in their purest form. It's as if you were there. And that gives you the unique value. And that's about it. Like I said, ultimatebrandbible.com if you want to grab this template from there. Till next time.